All right, we are going to look at proportions and similar figures, using proportions to find missing side lengths in similar figures. So we'll look at problem number 1 here. I have two triangles, ABC and DEF, and all I'm telling you here is the similarity statement saying that ABC is similar to DEF. If I don't know that they're similar, then these problems aren't really solvable. I have to tell you that they're similar. Okay, so these two triangles are similar. Okay, in similar triangles, the ratios of corresponding sides are the same. So what that means is that the ratio of 14 and its corresponding side of 8 has to be the same as the ratio of 18 and its corresponding side of x. Okay, so let's set up a proportion that says exactly that. Okay, let's say that 14 over 8 equals 18 over x. That has to be true. And I'm going to solve this using cross products, just like I would any other proportion. So the cross products are going to say that 14 times x needs to be the same as 18 times 8. So that gives me the equation that says 14x is going to equal 18 times 8. Let's go ahead and solve this. I'm going to leave the 14x alone for right now. 18 times 8 is 144. I would divide by 14 to get x by itself. And that gives me a value for x of 10.3. That is rounded to the nearest tenth. So our solution here is x is about equal to 10.3. Now, the only thing that I do want to make sure that we understand here, if I do 14 over 8, what I can't do is I can't do x over 18 because now I'm changing the order of my ratios. Okay, I can't do that. Okay, if I do that, then that means I'm mixing up non-corresponding sides. Okay, so just be very careful. There's a lot of different ways to set up these proportions with these similar figures. Just make sure that you're keeping your order the same. However you do your first ratio, you have to follow that order for the second ratio. Next one, number 2. Got two rectangles here. They are similar. I'm telling you that by giving you the similarity statement. Okay, so again, we have to be careful here because the larger rectangle looks like it's rotated a little bit. So corresponding sides aren't going to line up quite as visually nice as problem number 1. So you got to make sure that you catch here that 2 corresponds with 5. Those are the two widths, the two short sides of our rectangles. And then that means that x is going to correspond with 11.5. So let's set up a proportion that says exactly that. So I'm going to say, okay, 2 over 5 needs to equal x over 11.5. And again, remember, just be careful with my order. What I cannot do, if I do 2 over 5, I cannot do 11.5 over x. I have mixed things up now. That's not okay. That will give you an incorrect answer. So just be careful. All right, let's solve this with our cross products. Our cross products are going to say that 5 times x needs to equal 2 times 11.5. So that gives me the equation that says exactly that. Times 11.5. And let's go ahead and solve this. So that's going to give me 5x equals 23. Yeah, 23. I would divide by 5. And that would give me an x value of 4.6. So x is equal, and that is an exact answer, x is equal to 4.6.